Hello Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for Samurai 8, Chapter 19. When we last left our heroes, we had a marginally better addition to the Kotsuga and Ryu arc than our initial chapter with them, but it wasn't very good either way. But it led to Kotsuga and Ryu unfortunately joining our team with their bad one-note shtick. And now we're going to some kind of fighting festival tournament place, so that's a thing that we're getting into already. So let's just jump right on into Chapter 19. We open on the planet where this tournament is being held, and it's moon that's right over this crack in the planet. On the planet where Hachimaru's team is heading. We see a close-up of, it looks like the moon is getting closer to the planet. Then we zoom in on this kind of, like, ring temple-looking thing. I'm not sure what's going on there. Chapter 19, At Any Cost. First appearance of these unsettling samurai. And we see one of them is this big kind of circular dude with horns. The other, I mean, he's only in silhouette, but he kind of reminds me of Hannibal from One Piece in Impel Down. But that's just my first impression. Well, where should we go this time? For Battle Royale. And we see this whole, like, 2 boxes full of samurai spines. I'm guessing those are their defeated opponents. And we see the guy's eyes, and then we cut back to Daruma's holder. Come on! I even told you the call sign of the planet we need to be on, Kenka. Don't be a dick. And so it's Kotsuga who's talking, and somehow he's calling someone Kenka. I don't know what that means. Take these off. It's important that we trust each other, isn't it? Like, probably. Oh, kudos to you. What an understanding kitty. Daruma took off his handcuffs. Don't do anything weird. We are inside my key holder. Do not make me remind you of our game of cat and mouse. Huh? Just me? You are weak and just a warrior, but your companion is a samurai. Commencing analysis, and the Daruma's robot body is doing some analysis. Transferring combat data into the key memory unit. Combining samurai souls and transforming them can only be done by... Who are you? And he turns to Ryu and asks that out loud. And you? Is he mocking me? No data found. Identity unknown. Give up. He doesn't remember anything about his past. Even his own name is a struggle. I found him wandering about on some planet and took him under my wing. He's not mocking you. He's really that stupid. And Hachimaru and Hayataro come up. Master, should we continue our training before we reach the planet? I don't think I'll become strong unless I keep practicing. You sure you want to work with that guy, Kitty? The way I see it, he's going to do a thing against Ryu. Kotsuga grins. You can't test the sword until you pull it out of it. I'm not sure what kind of parable he's spouting off there, but alright. And Anne, elbows, she gets real excited and leans over the couch and elbows Hachimaru. You don't know that. They never fought each other. And aren't you the one always going on about listening to the end? Huh? Wait, are you saying you're his princess? Anne kind of pauses for a second. My condolences on the loser you pulled. What's your name? And he turns around, pouts, and Daruma looks at all this. And then Daruma undoes Ryu's handcuffs. And Kotsuga looks at him kind of surprised. Style practice. My explanations this time will involve quite a lot of physical pain. Can you handle it, Hachimaru? And he thinks back to Ata. Bring it on! I have to bring Ata down. I'd do anything for that. Heh. And Anne kind of looks, shockedly. She looks shocked at this. The rules. Since both competitors are samurai, 1 point will be awarded for any touch of a sword upon any part of the opponent's body. The winner will be the one leading the score at the end. The holder's AI will be judging the match. Step forward, both of you. Start after bowing to each other. So I guess they're just going to have a training match on here? Anyway. Sorry, my thing is loading a little slowly. But anyway, they both ready their swords at each other. As the rest of the gang watches them. Thanks for training with me. So, I just have to kill you, like always. Do your best, Hachimaru! Meow meow! I'll pray for strength, don't worry! Sorry, but Anne, Hayataro, I want to do this on my own. He has neither a princess nor a keyholder. Let me meet him on equal terms. Meow? And Anne kind of like pauses. Okay. Oh, look at him get cocky. Round 1, start. It'll count even if I just brush him with the blade. First, and Ryu, like, has his blade through Hachimaru's head. Watch his movements. He's still, like, having the same thought from the last page. 1 point to Ryu. Wimp. Hey, how about you stop being his princess? You want to be my girlfriend instead? Y'all could get him next time, Hachimaru. Again, the serious treatment with Anne is still just, like, not good in the slightest. You know, she's not allowed to be her own character. I'm kind of seeing this panel, you know, she's offered to not just be an accessory to Hachimaru, but the alternative is just being an accessory to Kotsuga. So something really needs to get done about Anne, because, God, she needs to be a better character than she is. Anyway, get it out of me. Jeez, it hurts! So cool. He's so fast. What hurts? Ryu can't even, like, understand what's going on. Round 2, start. 1 point to Ryu. He's like, cut off Hachimaru's arm. Hachimaru? Give me a sec. It always ends the same, and he keeps going at it. Just looking at this is exhausting. And Ryu looks at his arm and notices something. Not exactly. He connects back very quickly. That's the most thinking we've had out of Ryu. Okay, again. And he readies his sword again. 1 point to Ryu. 1 point to Ryu. 1 point to Ryu. We see Hachimaru like losing arms and getting stabbed in the hand and in the wrist and everything. 1 point to Ryu. It's now 31 versus 0. And Hachimaru was like, I don't know what I'm doing. Or he's exhausted, not don't know what I'm doing. Anyway. He's like a mouse in a cheese trap. Master Daruma? Shouldn't you give him some advice? The goal of this training match is for him to find the way on his own. He started to catch up. He's carefully studying my movements. There's no indecision in his fighting style. The same routines won't work on him anymore. This is Ryu's thinking. This kind of reminds me of the scene in World Trigger, where what's the main guy? Osamu is like fighting the one like really powerful border member, and like he very slowly over like 50 rounds finally manages to get a draw on him. That was a scene I really liked. This isn't my favorite thing in the world, this fight right here, but we'll see how it ends. And Hachimaru looked at him. Oh right, he had 2 samurai souls. He's changed his style and routines. I'll have to start from scratch. It's a bit nostalgic though. I used to do this constantly online with Nanashi. His sword can change form, so he has to touch me with it according to the rules, so probably... Extend the blade! Yeah, it gets him again. Ow! Can extend farther than I thought. 1 point to Ryu. Probably by the length of both souls combined? But I don't know for sure, so kiting is a no-go. This is boring. I'd rather do something more thrilling. Hey, little princess, want to come with me? And Anne shouts out, you'll get the next point, Hachimaru! I could try to make the first move and thrust my sword out, but while my sword is lighter, he might be able to extend his faster. Round 33, starts. Onwards! And Hachimaru, like, leaps at him. Then, the swing is too wide, it won't reach. And then Hachimaru gets his, like, real sword from behind. And cuts off his own arm with it. To send the blade flying. He threw his own arm out! Is it a draw? I'll win, for damn sure! I won't lose until the sword cuts me. Then I'll make sure it doesn't. And he moves his sword to chop his own head off. Yeah, and like his head goes flying where the sword was about to like hit him. Even if I have to cut myself first, and the sword misses. And it looks like Ryu's blade misses Hachimaru. It looks like Hachimaru misses Ryu as well. But the blade ends up right next to Kotsuga. And Daruma turns to him, didn't you want something thrilling, Kotsuga? You must be happy now. And Anna's like completely shocked. It turns out it did cut him. It did hit him. There's like a little scratch on his cheek. 1 point to Hachimaru. Finally, I got a point! It fucking hurts! He'll become stronger by any means. Alright, so this is a better chapter this is the best chapter since we left the home planet. Though that's not really saying much. I think the first half is kind of a drag. Kotsuka is still a really annoying character. Anne is still one note and just kind of an accessory to Hachimaru. Daruma doesn't have a whole lot to do, besides just training Hachimaru all the time, so that's not a whole lot going on there. The fight with Ryu and Hachimaru, though, is pretty fun, and as I said, that it is still kind of reminiscent of that old world trigger scene. The amount their bodies can take does kind of liven up what Hachimaru can do. Though unlike, say, the World Trigger scene where Osamu would, like, really think up a strategy that would finally get around it, it kind of feels not as cathartic here. Just because, like, oh, he just chops off his limbs and then that's how it works out. Especially because, like, he can just grow his limbs, he can just, like, put his limbs back on. It's not really doing a whole lot there. But it was still better than what Kosuke and Ryu had given us before, though that's not saying a whole lot. Also, his reveal here that this isn't exactly a new technique. This is what he did online back when he played with Nanashi. You know, kind of, I feel like it kind of cuts into that. It's just kind of the thing he's always done. But yeah, beyond that, it's kind of a just like slightly training. And it's not exactly like a move he can do in actual combat. You can't just chop off his head when an opponent's coming at him. Which I feel like might be the lesson next chapter, that he's too focused on points and not on like actually winning a fight. Because if this were actually a fight, he'd just like die, you know? Like, his head is severed, Ryu would just come up and like murder him. Nothing he could do there, so I imagine that'll be brought up next week. But beyond that, compared to what the series has been giving us, this is a pretty good chapter. So I'm going to leave this video off here. Hope you all enjoyed the chapter and the video itself. If you did, don't forget to drop me a like or subscribe, or, you know, do whatever makes you happy, you know? And remember, your life is your own, okay? Bye!